Today on Boardball, the Almost series continues. Let's do this. Ah! Thank you. I was about to shot at you. No, do it again. You stop that. That's the word. Action. No! Stop the time lapse. Cat. Start the time lapse right off. What are you doing? What just happened? I'm gonna explain. Explain. Hello and welcome to Boardball. My name is Ed, and today we are playing Game 4 of the Almost series. The game in question is APBA Baseball, and the card set is from 2014, and the matchup is between the two teams that lost in the championship series. The matchup, of course, is between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Baltimore Orioles. Game 1 was a blowout in St. Louis's favor. Game 2, Baltimore walked off in the 11th. Game 3, St. Louis walked off in the 16th. So what's going to happen today? Who knows? But let's find out. The lineups are unchanged except for the pitcher spot. Today's pitching matchup is between Miguel Gonzalez for Baltimore and Michael Wacha for St. Louis. So the lineups are set. Let's do this. Here we go. Adam Jones v. Michael Wacha. 44, that is a 7. Michael Wacha is a grade C, and that is a leadoff single for Manny Machado. 54, that's a 32. They are back on fielding 1, St. Louis is, so 32, fly out to right. All right, man on first and 1 out for Chris Davis. That's an 11, that is a 5, and that is a home run. Chris Davis with a 2-run shot, and it is 2-0 Baltimore. Base is empty for Nelson Cruz. 63, that's a 32, that is, nope, he is not, so that is a fly up to right. 2 down for Nick Markakis. 65, 35. Ground out to the first baseman. That's how I know how different this game's going to be. Baltimore in this game already has more runs than they scored in 16 innings in Game 3. Matt Carpenter. 26, 32. Fly out to right. 1 down for Colton Long. 46, that's a 13, and we all know what result 13 is in APBA. 2 down for Matt Holliday. That's a 42, and the 42 is a 40, which is a foul ball. We do it again. 32, 26, and that's a ground out to second. So, St. Louis goes down in order, and after 1 inning, it is 2-0 Baltimore. Well, look who's decided to say hi. Internet, this is Rory. Rory, that's the internet. Oh, you see that? Alright. Nobody on the 2 out for Chris Davis. That's 52. That's 13. Chris Davis strikes out. Wow. Excuse me, sir. So, Chris Davis strikes out to end the inning. Top 6. Manny Machado. 33. That's a 0. We need to do this again. 11. And Manny Machado leads off with a home run. And it is now 3-0 Baltimore. Now there's a guy on first and 2 outs for Matt Wieters. 11. That's a 5. And Matt Wieters connects. Matt Wieters with a 2-run shot. And it is now 5-0. Now there's a little bit of a debate here, because the thought is to maybe take him out now. Alright? Right? The thought is to maybe take the pitcher out now. Because, you know, we just gave up 5 runs. Now, I need to look into something before I do anything else. Let's check on pitcher downgrading. Okay, he hasn't, so he's still kind of okay here. For Kelly Johnson. I rolled doubles again. 33, and that's a 0. We have to do this all over again. 23, that's a 6. It's a 6. And then there are 2 outs, so double over first, and the 2-out result is any runner scores. So Johnson doubles, Hardy scores, and just like that, it's now 6-0. So man on second for the pitcher. And that's an 11. And he singles, scoring a run. So Miguel Gonzalez with an RBI single. Well, unless he's slow, which he is definitely not. Kelly Johnson is not slow. And so, yeah, he scores. So that's 5 runs this inning. So now Michael Wacha's day is done. I didn't want to do this because the reason why I was holding off for so long is because Michael Wacha was leading off the next inning. Let's do a little double switch magic in here, shall we? I believe we shall. Peter Borges is now in the game, batting 9th. John Jay's day is done. And now pitching for St. Louis, Seth Manis. And who does he get? The top of the order. The Orioles have officially batted around because here he is. So it's 0-2, or at least 2 strikes, on Manny Machado. You know, the guy who homered to start this inning. Let's see what he does. That's an 11. We're doing this again. That's a 32. 32, that's a 7. And nope, I'm looking at the wrong chart. Oh man, this gets even worse. So that's a 32 on the second column, and that's a 7. Oh, nope. Everything's fine. Fly out, runner scores, the other holds. But that's the 3rd out. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I read the wrong thing for Machado. We're not done yet. No, that was a 7, and I was reading runners on the corners, not 2nd and 3rd like it actually was. So, everything is worse. Everything is way worse. That is a single left center, runner score, batter to 2nd on the throw home. So he scores, that's a single, and he's on 2nd. So there's still a guy on 2nd and 2 outs for Chris Davis. Just when I thought the onslaught was over, it's not. 66, that is a 1, and Chris Davis goes deep again. That is his 2nd home run of the night, and I've lost count of the score. 2 outs, nobody on for Nelson Cruz. That's 13, and no, we're not done yet. We're still not done yet. That's a walk. Still not done yet. Nick Markakis. 62, 26, and that is a fielder's choice, and the inning is finally finally over. Wow. Now, finally, after 5.5 innings, it's 11-0 Baltimore. Two outs, man on second for Matt Holliday. That's 25. That's 9. Ooh. Wait. Is Borges a slow runner? Probably not. Nope. He is not. 25. That's a 9. Single over second. Runner scores. So, Matt Holliday with the RBI single. And the Cardinals are on the board. Matt Adams. That's 13. That's 37. And that's a pickoff. So that was 1 run on 1 hit. And after 6 innings, it is 11-1 Baltimore. And also one cat that wants all of my attention right now. What's up, buddy? Top 7 for Matt Wieters. There you go. At the stretch, it is 11-1. So, because the last thing I rolled for Matt Adams was a pickoff to end the inning, Matt Adams leads off this inning. Gonzalez pitched beautifully, but, 7 innings, that's a good spot. That's a good time to take him out. Also, he's supposed to lead off this inning. So, first, let's find a pinch hitter, because he played a lot in this card set, clearly. Jonathan Schoop. Now, lots of things need to change. First off, we need a new pitcher. Who was probably the setup guy? Probably Andrew Miller. So, he will go in. He's done, and, well, here's the pitcher spot. So, well, now it's time to change that, isn't it? So, now we need a pinch hitter. So, now batting for Seth Manis, Danny Descalso. Here we are. It is the top of the 9th inning, and the score is Baltimore 11, St. Louis 1. And now we need a new pitcher for St. Louis. Pat Neshek is now pitching, and the first batter he faces is Chris Davis. No big deal. Only homered twice in this game. Here we go. 21. That's 13. There you go. That's a strikeout. That's what they needed. Nelson Cruz. 24. He also strikes out. And 2 down for Nick Markakis. 36. 14. Walked him. And we're not done yet. Matt Wieters. 41. Didn't even really need to bother with that, because Matt Wieters also strikes out. All right. And so here we are. It is the bottom of the 9th. And we're going to leave Miller in for now. Colt Wong. That's an 11. Which means we need to roll this again. That's a 31. And that is a 1. And that is a leadoff home run. So Colton Wong with a solo shot to lead off the bottom of the 9th. And it's 11-2. Matt Holliday. 36. It's a 14. And walked him. Matt Adams. 42. That's a 13, and he strikes out. And Yadier Molina, 1 out. And a guy on first. That's a 56. 56, that's a 34. And is he a Y? Yes, he is. So instead, that's another strikeout. All right, man, the first and 2 down. Randall Grichuk. 15. That is an 8, which is a ground out to first. And that is your ball game. Miguel Gonzalez gets the win. Michael Waka takes the loss. And with that, that ensures that this almost series goes back to Baltimore for Game 6. That's going to do it for this edition of Boardball. My name is Ed. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the bleachers.